A little over 3 years ago, I was back in flight school dreaming of one day being an airline pilot, and I made a video about what was in my flight bag for flight school. However, I'm absolutely thrilled because, as most of you who have been following my journey know, I've now achieved my dream of being an airline pilot. I currently fly the A320 all around Europe, and I thought it was long overdue to do an update about what I have in my flight bag. Now, if you do enjoy these videos, please make sure to like and subscribe as it really does help the channel grow. But I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get straight into the bag and find out what's inside. Firstly, a little bit about the bag itself. It is a Samsonite bag. I got it off of Amazon. Absolutely everything in this video that I talk about, I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video so you can go and check it out to get any of the exact things that I have in my bag or recommend. And for the bag itself, I did get this one off of Amazon and it has proven me great for a number of years now. It was a perfect mix for me at the time between practical, really good quality, but also for a fair price. And for most pilots, you'll either see they have one of two types of bags. You can get a bag like mine, which is a suitcase sort of style with wheels on the back, or you have the more over-the-shoulder ones like I had in flight school. It's complete personal preference, there's no right or wrong. I've seen loads of pilots at different airlines who have both. But for me, I went for the wheelie version just because I like to put stuff in my bag and sometimes it can get a bit heavy on certain days. So for me, it was just more convenient to get this style of bag. Before we dive into the bag, I just wanted to speak about the sponsor of today's video, Sharo. Sharo is a website made by pilots for pilots. They serve the general aviation community by allowing you to buy, sell, and share aircraft. I've spent a while on their website already checking them out, and they look absolutely great. I've always found with a lot of these type of websites, especially here in the UK, they always seem very outdated and it's really hard to find what you're looking for. But with Sharo, I've had such a smooth experience. It's such a clean and well-made website and really easy to navigate and find what you're looking for. And on top of that, they have such a wide range of aircraft, which is really helpful as well. So I'm going to leave a link to their website in the top of the description. Make sure you go and check them out and also go give them a follow on Instagram. They've got such a cool page going on there as well. Now with my bag, I've got so many pockets. Most interesting stuff for me, probably in this middle pocket, with some other stuff in the big pockets around. So I'm going to start at the front and probably work my way back, I reckon is easiest. Now for me, in my front pocket, I keep a lot of important things. Starting off with my passport and license. Can never go to a day of work without these, super important for pilots, so always keep these in my bag and never generally take them out unless my passport and I'm going on holiday, but otherwise I always leave these two in my bag. Next up, a couple pens. A normal pen just for writing on paper, and then this other pen here. This is what I use for my EFB or electronic flight bag, also known as an iPad. But basically, it's like an Apple pen. It also works for older gen iPads, so that generally works if people have older iPads. I know loads of pilots who have one of these. We have to write down a lot of stuff for the company on our iPads, and this can be really helpful. In the next pocket along, in that front pocket, I keep my sunglasses. Always got these on me. I've gone for these aviator style sunglasses, had them for loads of years, top quality and really great for flying. Up at high altitudes it can get so bright. Obviously, as most people know who have been on flights, once you are above the clouds it can be really sunny, especially in the cockpit with loads of glass in front of you. So I always keep these on me because even early in the morning or late in the evening, if you're ever flying into the sun, it can really burn your eyes. So these are really important for pilots. Next up, I keep a portable charger with me as well as a couple wires to charge iPads and phones. There are also plugs in the plane itself which you can plug into, but I always keep this on me just in case. One other thing is a pot of gum, nothing really too exciting there. And of course, a torch. Really important to get a decent quality torch. Doesn't have to be the most expensive torch in the world. Doesn't have to be a £200 torch, which I know you can get. It just has to be good enough when it's pitch dark in a small airport to light up the whole aircraft, especially the top of the tail. As long as it can do that really well, then it's absolutely great. But it's really important to have a torch. And no, your phone torch definitely isn't good enough. So it is important to get a decent quality torch as a pilot. That pretty much covers everything in the front pocket. Let's now jump into the middle pocket. Starting off with a notepad and pen. Nothing too exciting here, just so I can take notes, especially if you're ever in training or anything like that. It's always important when you're flying to have somewhere you can write things down. But as well as that notepad, I also keep a couple sheets of paper where if I want to write something down which I don't necessarily want to keep forever, just something important for the flight, a few flight details even, like an ATIS, I can write these down on here and then just chuck them away at the end of the flight. And of course, I'm based in the UK, so I've got an umbrella, super important, especially as we're now approaching winter. Always important to have one of these in the bag. Whilst we obviously can't use them on a walk around or something like that, we can use it from getting to the car park to the aircraft. So always good to have one of these. Next up, pretty exciting, my EFB electronic flight bag, or what's basically an iPad. This is so important for us, especially with modern technology. We do pretty much everything on here, whether it's manuals, performance for a flight, charts, or flight plans. We do absolutely everything on this iPad. It is essential for pilots. It's really important that before every flight I make sure all my apps are updated, as well as make sure my EFB is completely charged for the day. And of course, I'll always bring a charger with me. Generally, it won't run out in a day's work. I'll turn it off when I'm in the cruise and stuff when I don't need to use it. But even so, it normally lasts the whole day with a bit extra. And finally, in this middle pocket, I keep my logbook. Now, I know a lot of pilots are really funny with logbooks. Some of them I've met have not updated their logbook in months, and then they're there in the cruise having to update and write in flights from months and months ago. For me, I try to keep on top of it. When I have longer days out, if we're quiet in the cruise, I'll try and keep that updated, write all my flights in as soon as possible. That way I don't forget and I know it's always up to date, which saves me a lot of time at home having to do it. That's all for the middle pocket. Time to get into this last pocket and finish off the video. Now this last pocket at the back, it's the main pocket. And you really can keep anything you want in here. It's complete personal preference. In winter months, if I'm not wearing my jumper, I'll put it in here, and that's what it can be used for whilst I don't have it in there today. I also throw an iPad charger in there just in case, but this can come out and plug into that portable charger that I had as well. But I'll always keep that in the back of the bag anyway. And now this back pocket can really vary day to day, but I'll show you what I've got in there today. Right now, I've got absolutely loads of snacks, way too much. Not that I can eat that many, but I will nibble throughout the day. For a lot of airlines, they won't actually give you crew meals, so you'll have to take a packed lunch in every day, and this pocket can be really good for that. But some airlines do give you food, and you may just want to take a few snacks anyway. And I actually use the company headset that's provided to me on the aircraft. However, many pilots really like using their own headset. And again, that would be stored generally in this back pocket, or if it can't fit, they'll just hold it and throw it on top. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to subscribe and like. Also go check out the link in the description to follow Sharo, but also check out all the products I spoke about in today's video. And if you did enjoy the video, go check out this video here. It was my original What's in the Bag. Back from when I was in flight school. I know you guys will love it. See you then.